catch us. Wish we had more time to spare. Want you around me like air. Can't get my feelings involved, and then you not be there. Into my eyes you was there. Show me you care. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's Sam YouTube? It's your girl, the goddess in my bag. Ooh, with another one. Yeah.
Go girl.
Alright, y'all. So I want you to judge me. This is for the men. I want you to judge me with your intuition, not with your mind. Okay? But before I get into the video though, I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You hear me? You are more than welcome to think that anything I say on this channel is a bunch of tomfoolery. You are more than welcome to think that anything I say is crazy, or that I am crazy and that I need psychiatric help. You are more than welcome to disagree with anything I say on this channel, because why? What you think is valid in your world. Let me repeat that. What you think is valid in your world, okay? So if you think Bigfoot and Sasquatch is real, this the channel for you. If you think aliens exist, it's the channel for you. If you think fairies and mermaids are real, it's the channel for you. This channel is about freedom of thought. Think how you want to think. Express yourself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm not here to persuade you to believe what I believe. I'm just here to provoke thoughts and give you an insight on things I think about, and information that I've come across that made me think. And just pretty much basically my opinion, my observation, and my experiences. Okay? Alright, so let's get into the video. Alright. So, like I said in previous videos, relying heavily on the mind can be a little bit dangerous, because the mind can be manipulated. See, when men judge women, they often judge women by the way that they present themselves. And the reason why I put air quotes is because men tend to view women who wear revealing clothing, or sexy revealing clothing, who dress a certain way, or women who take body revealing pictures and or sexy photos and post them on the internet as thoughts, prostitutes, city girls, whores, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine. Everything but a child of God, right? Everything. And tend to view the women who present themselves more modestly or, you know, more quality, or of more quality, and have, you know, is more smart and more likely to be intelligent, a good woman, a good helpmate, and things like that. But that's not always the case. See, these deceitful women, the ones who come off modestly or present themselves modestly, be the most deceitful women of all. And let me tell you why. It's because they know that. They understand that man's programming around how women present themselves, how they dress, okay? And the ones who are after a man's money, the ones who are after, and I'm not talking about women who trying to get rappers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about those types of women. You know, they can look however they want to look. They can pull a rapper with anything. I mean, they could pull a rapper with just, you know, wearing nothing. You know what I'm saying? But women who are just trying to chase a bag, maybe not specifically a rapper, but a man with money, they're going to present themselves in the very way that y'all want them to. They are going to present themselves in the way that those men see fit. They're going to present themselves as what they deem, as what they view as a quality woman. So there was this dude. He's very, very popular on, well, he used to be very, very popular on the internet, YouTube specifically. And he was with this young lady who presented herself as very innocent, very sweet, very nice. But he found out later on that she was just as much as a whore, just as much as a prostitute, just as deceitful as any city girl is. Now, this is where I feel like intuition should come in at. When I first saw the girl, just looking at the girl, I could tell, I was able to pick up on how wicked and how deceitful and deceptive she was. You could feel it all in her energy. You could feel it. Like, something not right about this girl. This girl is evil. This girl got some dark energy on her. And I know y'all have come across people that made you feel like that. Y'all have come across people that have made you feel like something wrong, something ain't right about this person. That's your intuition, okay? Y'all need to. What does the woman feel like? Men are being manipulated by the day, by the hour, because they are stuck on a woman looking like a thought, rather than actually feeling her energy and getting to know her for who she is, and feeling that person out. There's very much so a difference between women who post their bodies for sexual manipulation and women who post their bodies because they just think that they have beautiful bodies and they want to take photos. So let's take a look at the two photos that I pulled from Instagram. The one on the left is someone I follow. She is a teacher, a mother, a wife, a model, a business owner, an animal rights activist. She also helps women who have gone through abusive relationships. She helps them with their trauma. And she posts photos like this all the time. And did I mention that she's married? She's a wife? Yes. She loves bikinis. She calls herself a bikini connoisseur. And she just does not like to wear a lot of clothes, and that's okay. It doesn't take away from her character or from the type of person that she is just because she posted a picture like this on the internet. The young lady on the right, she is sexually manipulative. She is a prostitute. She is also a mother. And manipulating men is how she takes care of them. It's how she gets money to take care of them. I think she's also on OnlyFans as well. And you could very much so see and feel the difference between these two women. This is what y'all don't understand. These women know that y'all want a more modest looking woman. There's a YouTuber that I watch who has spoken about this specific subject. And she said she used to do the lingerie pictures and for body positivity, to take away the negative connotation behind a woman's naked body, revealing the parts of their bodies, because men can post their abs and their whatever they want to post, and it won't be seen they won't be viewed as whores. They won't be viewed as thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It's just fitness. Oh, he just showing off his abs for men. But for women, it's, oh, she's a thought. She's a whore. She's a prostitute. She's a city girl. And she's going to try to finesse you. She's trying to finesse you out of your money. She's trying to trick you out of your money. You know what I mean? And so she said that she was trying to, join that wave, join that train. But then she realized that she was getting judged wrongly. She was getting the wrong type of attention from men because of that mindset. Men of quality think that women of quality have to look a certain way and present themselves a certain way. So she changed her whole thing, her whole shit up just to attract a quality man. And women should not have to do that. Women should not have to do that. Women should be able to do as they please without men feeling like you're giving them access to their bodies, or that you are just out here giving your access to your body all willy-nilly. And that's not the case. It's not the case at all. I have photos of myself in bodysuits on my Instagram, and kind of revealing, and bikinis and things like that on my Instagram, but it's for artistic reasons. See, I don't view the body as a sex machine. I don't view the nude body, or revealing a revealed body, as sex. Nudity does not mean sex. The body is not a sex machine. To me, the body is art. To me, the body is a reflection of the Creator, a manifestation of the Creator. The Creator's sculptures. I can view a woman's nude body or a man's nude body without sexualizing it. And I think that men's minds are programmed to view nudity as sex. And that's not what nudity means. You know what I'm saying? You can appreciate it for the beauty that it is without being sexually aroused by it. But see, a lot of men have no idea how to connect with themselves. Connect with women. They're detached from their emotions and lack empathy, so they have no idea how to even really connect with a woman. So, and then they're controlled by their lower extremities, by their sexual urges. They operate out of their root chakra. Very lustful. They operate through very lustful energy. It's like animalistic almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, human beings are way more infinite, way more human beings should have way more depth than that, because of how our minds work. Because of how our minds work. Because of how complex of a species we are. We don't have to operate animalistically, because that's not our nature. We have the ability to be aware of things, and we should be aware enough of the fact that a nude body doesn't equal sex. And then these same men who think like that will go to the bottom of the ocean to find reasons why polygamy is not natural. Why monogamy is not natural. Oh, well, We the only species that's trying to be monogamous. We the only species. It's not natural. Polygamy is about family, not about sex. You know that's not what you want polygamy for. You know that's not what you want it for. You know that's not what you want it for. You know it's not about family to you. You know it's about having options. You know it's about having pick of the litter, because you are not satisfied with one woman because you do not know how to connect mentally with a woman. You do not know how to connect emotionally with a woman. You do not know how to connect spiritually with a woman because you lack empathy, you lack self-control, you lack what else you lack? You lack emotional. You're just detached from your emotions. So you need something to excite you. You need something new to keep you going, so that you wouldn't get bored. So having multiple women seems natural to you, and having one woman doesn't seem natural to you. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, and y'all always want to use that excuse. Well, other species don't do it, so it's not natural. Well, other species don't wear clothes either. So does that mean it's not natural? Other species do not wear clothes. And then there are tribes and tribes of people of different cultures in Africa and different places, the Amazon, and different places where they still live off the land, and they very much so are naked, and their men are not sexualizing them. Why? Because they don't view the human body as a sex machine. Their minds are not programmed to view a woman's body as a sex object. Okay? Now, I have a photo of myself in a bodysuit, because that's how I walk around my house. That's how I walk around my apartment. I don't like wearing a lot of clothes at home because that's how I'm comfortable. So anyways, this white one in this photo, as y'all could see, I was just looking in the mirror. I was just in that pose. Well, at first my hands were just on my hips, on my hips, and I was in that pose, and I was like, ooh, just admiring myself. And then I was like, ooh, I look like the ducks that be at the park, like a swan. So then I took a photo. I was inspired. I took a photo, and like I said, my hands were on my hips at first, and then I put them on my butt like that, on my cheeks like that, because I didn't want my cheeks to show. For this reason, because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to seek male attention or seek sexual attention. This is just for artistic expression. I thought that I was beautiful. I thought this was a beautiful image, and I wanted to capture it. Beautiful image of myself, and I wanted to capture it. And I captioned it. I called this Swan, because I felt like I looked like a swan. That was beautiful. It's a beautiful photo. If you can look at this, if you look at this photo and sexualize it, that's not me wanting sexual attention. That's you. That's a reflection of your mind and how you think. I got this other picture. As y'all can see, I'm in a blue bodysuit on this one, because like I say, that's how I walk around my house. And so at this time, I was in my apartment, and I was doing a lot of shadow work at the time. And so I also like to write poems. I like to write poetry, a little bit of poetry. And I wrote down a poem, And then I took a photo to further express myself artistically along with the poem. So in the poem goes like, why don't they teach us about ourselves in school? Like things like how to balance our emotions, or like how to move forward and stay open after being hurt, or like how to let go and go with the flow like water. Nature taught me how to function more than society ever has. Sometimes it seems like society does its best to make sure you never pass. And it makes me wonder if society is really for the people, creating everyone equal. Because by the looks of it, it seems evil. Thank you. I know that was deep, that was fire. Okay, but anyways. So yes, that was this is and as you can see, I've edited in a photo editing app and made it look like water was, waterfall was coming from me, as if I were the waterfall, letting go and going with the flow like water. Come on now, that's art. What is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about? That's art. Fuck is you talking about? Now if you cannot appreciate that, now if you look at these photos and sexualize them, that is beyond me. That's beyond me. But there's still men that do that. They look at those photos and then say that, oh, she a thot. She's just like all these other girls. She just trying to get a man out their money. She don't want to love a girl. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, she don't want to love a man. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, bro. I've never been a city girl. Ever. It's always have been about the connection for me. Have never been one to chase after to be with a man for a bag, because I have to have a connection to you for me to even tolerate you. I have to be stimulated in some type of way, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, cared for. Like I cannot be with no man for no money. Never been a city girl type. My body count is 5. 5, okay? 5. I've been celibate for about 3 years now. 3 years now. So I'm nothing like how you perceive me based on looking at these photos just because my body is revealed. Cause let's keep it a bean in my New York accent. It wouldn't even look as good if I had on a whole lot of clothes. Like let's keep it a buck. All right, it would not be as pretty if I had on a whole lot of clothes. The human body is pretty. I can view women on Instagram who take photos like that. And I'll be like, ooh, that's pretty. And I like it. I don't have the desire to lick her vagina, although I'm not sexually attracted to women. But even a man's body, I don't have the desire to sit on him or anything. Maybe. Depending on who you are. But no, for real. It depends on like if I'm attracted to you because I like your energy, because I like, your mind and and how you think. And if you're intelligent, if I can learn things from you, if I feel like I can connect with you in some type of way based on those things that I've seen. I have to see you talk. I have to hear what you talk about and hear you speak and, things like that first to feel your energy and then feel you out. And then if you find on top of that, then I'm like, and you take photos like that, then I'm like, You know what I'm saying? Make me shiver a little bit. That might make me a little moist a little bit. But before that, just seeing you on a photo like that, no, I don't have the desire. Yeah, it look good. I'ma like it. Oh, that's pretty. But I have no sexual desire towards you. But you look good. Your body look good. Your body pretty. Your body is beautiful. Just as you would admire a painting, a beautiful painting. It's just as you would admire a beautiful, you know, nature, you know, like, you know, a beautiful spot in nature where there's like waterfalls and something, you know, pretty beautiful mountains, things like that. Just like you would admire that, you would admire, that's how I admire a man or a woman who poses nude or, you know, revealing. Same thing with twerking. Like, twerking has been a dance for decades and decades and decades. Instead of viewing it as something sexual, why don't you view it as an art form, like any other type of dance? Because it's an art form. From where I'm from, in New Orleans, it's very much so an art form. It's a culture. It's a technique. It's a specific technique. It's not your typical stripper type shaking, stripper type twerking. You know what I'm saying? And even then, even stripper type twerking has an art to it, has a technique to it. Okay, then you have you know, it's culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the Caribbean, they call it whining. You whine your waist. It's a technique. It's an art form. Won't you start viewing it as that instead of viewing it as sexual manipulations? That's a reflection of how our minds have been programmed. Our minds have been perverted. And our perception of the human body is just perverted. And I think we need to unlearn that. I think we need to unlearn that shit. Okay? Anyways, I've seen photos of like children, you know, with their mothers, and their mothers, you know, they're at home. Mothers, I know when my mama was young, when I was young, my mama used to walk around naked in front of me and my brother. She used to walk around with no clothes on, drawers, underwear, sometimes all the way naked. And we didn't never view my mama in any sexual way, because that's ridiculous to do that as a child. You don't even understand what sex is as a child. You don't know what sex is as a child. So I saw a photo of this woman, kind of, you know, in a thong, and her looked like they were at home, and her son was hugging her, you know, and her son is like at her waist. So he's hugging her, and yeah, his hands are on her butt. But why are people reposting this on Twitter, talking about this is inappropriate, this is inappropriate, this is inappropriate? That's that child's mother. How you looking at a child hug his mom and sexualizing it? How? That's not that child, that's you. That's your mind. That's a reflection of your mind. The same way you can view a woman breastfeeding her child, her son, and sexualize it. It's like, that's your perverted ass mind, not that child. That child is feeding. That woman is feeding her child. Why is sex even on your mind? Something is wrong with you for sexualizing that child, feeding from his mother. Disgusting. Fix your mind. Fix your mind. You were disgusting. You are perverted. Your mind is perverted. But anyways, as for the men who want to judge me, based on what I'm wearing, don't do that. Don't play with me like that. What do I feel like? Alright, and that's all I have for y'all today. And y'all have a good one. And remember, don't be a hoe.